Mucke? Nee, ne? Yo, what's up guys, Triple C here. It's Wednesday and today is actually Winners Wednesday because, wait, let me quickly scoop everybody up here. Today is actually Winners Wednesday. Oh, I trapped somebody, I'm sorry man, whoever that was. And yeah, we got Winners Wednesday today, we got the winning races of the last, sorry too, I always trapped there man, I didn't mean to. I just had this ingenious plan of scooping everybody up when I go live because I thought it would be the smartest thing anybody had ever done in this game, and I just want to demonstrate how intelligent I am basically. But yeah, so anyways, we got Winners Wednesday. The winners of the last 3 events will go against each other. At the end we'll all vote, and then we'll determine who won winner of the month of April basically. At the end of the year, the winning races of the respective months will also go against each other, and then we'll choose the winner of the year. So yeah, we're not as full today, 15 players in the lobby, so we got quite some spots open if anybody still wants to join. And yeah, without further ado, let's jump right in the playlist. So yeah, man, too bad my master plan failed there of demonstrating how highly intelligent I am with the ramp buggy. Okay, it's only one playlist tonight, by the way. You guys know the deal. It's always linked down in the description, so you guys can replay it later with your friends or whatever. Wait, we got 1 stunt race in there, I see. 2 stunt races. They're not transformation races, so we're good. Alright, let's go. And I'll jump over to you guys in a sec. Oh, I just saw Dusanheld joined us. Let me quickly add him to the attendance. I have to invite everybody. What do you guys say? Should I put on some music?
Yeah.
Okay. So all the guys said yes. Right, but then I gotta like do something with a cable. I'll quickly do that while everybody joins. So I actually already got it here. Is it the wrong one? I think I put it in the wrong slot. Yeah, this is the right one now. I'll be right with you guys in the comments. So Korax wanted music. Here you go. And Disby, we got Disby. Now we got 17 players. Let me quickly see who joined. Who wasn't in before. Hi Hades. Nauthica.
Nee,
Convoy, are you in?
Yeah.
Oh, I think you weren't in the pre-lobby, huh?
No.
Okay, alright, safe. Got it. Convoy Gamer, Dusanheld, BMX Lover, and Ninja. I don't know if they're in the crew. I'll write them down anyways. BMX Lover 93, Ninja C636. Alright, some comments. What's up, BMX Lover? Blue and Crazy, Thomas W, BMX Lover, Thomas W. Yeah, Korax is in the party, Thomas. Igor Lima, Muiku-san, what's up, man? Alex, what's up? Kevin Matos. Wait, I have to close the window here. Jam was also doing it. Jam 23. BMX Lover looks to be stuck here. He's probably in the cloud somewhere. He's trying for ages already. Unlucky, what's up? Freezer Gigs 27.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, Blue and Crazy, you asked on Instagram. Check out on my, I don't have like race links on my phone because I absolutely, with a passion, I hate doing anything internet related on the phone. It's just, it's so annoying for me. If you check out my latest Hardest Wall Rides montage, it's the first race and the first link. Yo, Andrew Jackson, nice one, man. He just donated £1.99. Appreciate that, man. Oh, now we got Pyra Robbie coming. Okay, BMX Lovers in. Now we got the next guy joining. I can't start it yet, guys. Thomas says he just sent you a message on Social Club. Correct. Please read it out loud. Okay, so we got the Lip 4 crew. No, I know it's Lipao. Lip 4. Yo, Heisenberg, what's up, man? Get back in the kitchen. Get back in the kitchen and cook meth, man. You shouldn't be on the live stream. You got a job to do. Moses Kreichsmann, Huchati, Volinho. Hey, what's up, everybody? What? Osiris, I didn't. Okay, it's Ben. Ah! Okay. Close one, close one. Alright, Deluxe by Ben. This was on last week, but yeah, I made them alphabetically this time in the playlist. Nice one, Heisenberg. Mit Campingkocher vom Laptop oder was? Oh yeah, Blue like, or anybody like who's in the community or anything. The thing is, why I often don't accept friend requests is because my list is maxed out. You know, it's like I got, I think 1,600 friend requests and 400 friends or something like that, and it maxes out at 2,000. If like the sum of both, it doesn't matter if it's requests or actual friends, but at 2,000 there's a cap on PSN. And so I never actually look at them because mine is just always maxed out basically. So the only time you can even send me a friend request, if somebody cancels their old friend request, then there's a slot open again. So basically, because that's such an inefficient system, I never really look at them, you know. So like, if we know each other and you're in the crew and I'm not accepting your friend request, it's because I didn't see it, you know, because there's just so many and I never check there. So best is just to write me a message, you know, and I'll do it from there. Like there I can directly go to your profile and do it from there. I've heard somebody else say that Triple C doesn't accept friend requests. It's not true. You know, oh, I like this one. This is new, this turn here. I do accept friend requests, but I don't see them, that's the thing. I'm blissfully oblivious that they're even there. Oh.
Whoa, what happened?
Wow, man, look, this is big lobby stuff here.
Yeah.
Like, unbelievable how I just got bricked at the exit there. I just completely flipped out to the side, away from the street, and I exited straight. Like, my headphones are so quiet, I gotta change that in a sec.
Oh.
There used to be a time where I didn't accept friend requests. It was like in the early days of GTA 5 on PS4. Because there were so many people saying, and I never looked into it back then, but there were a lot of people claiming that if you had, I don't remember what it was, they said if you have more than 150 friends, the game messes up and can't invite all your friends when you invite them, or something like that. And I never really looked into it. I just took it as a bare fact, as in I trusted that these people knew what they were talking about. But like many things, people just hear something, they repeat it, and all of a sudden it's passed on as fact, even though it's nowhere near the truth. Alright, let's get through here clean. We need the stuff on the top of our roofs DLC, man. I want to have a canoe on top of my Osiris. Ah, here we go. Big lobby. And I don't just want to have a canoe, I want to have a red canoe on the top of my Osiris.
Oh my god, it's cold, man. Oh my god.
Okay, happy ghosting there, guys.
Wow, ich mach mal durch.
That's how it's supposed to be.
Jackie, du fährst falsch, wollte ich dir nur mal kurz sagen.
Lass mich in Ruhe.
Lass mich in Ruhe. Halt dein Maul. Halt dein Maul. Kannst du bitte mal dein Maul halten? What's up, Evil Genius, Nauthica, Andrew Jackson, Unlucky, Blue and Crazy, Alex, Lapsaika, Moses Kreichsmann. No, Blue, I'm not asking for too much when I request a canoe on the roof of my Osiris. If you knew what I actually endeavor, I want to have like, I don't know, like buildings. I want to have the maze bank on top of my panto, or a panto on top of my Osiris. That would be nice. Upside down. As storage facility to put stuff in there, so I can stuff we're gonna get with DLCs, so I can store it in my upside down panto, which I'm transporting on the roof of my Osiris. That's what I crave in this game. Nothing would make me more happy than to see that. Why don't you like my races? Who says I don't like your races, man? No idea. No idea how you got that idea, man. Definitely not from me.
Have y'all played TJ's new race?
Nah. Basically, you know what? The only stuff I play is what's in the Alan Bombao playlist always, you know? I don't know, Unlucky, if you maybe think that because I'm not uploading it, it's always so random what I upload, you know? We just play Alan Bombao playlists, and if I get a halfway good recording, I'll use it, you know? Like, I often have really good races where I just messed up so bad when we played that playlist that I actually can't upload it, you know? So I never really have a plan, like I'm gonna upload this or that and then like deliberately go in the game and start that race, you know? So it's just so random what happens in the end. But we have a problem now. Alan Bombao kind of retired. He's like got a lot of stuff going on in his life right now, and he can only come online once in 2 weeks, so I'm trying to delegate this new job to Jackie, that she makes daily playlists. But we definitely need somebody. Or if anybody's up for that, I'd be happy if anybody, like what El Bombao did there, man. And back in the day, Ayman Muhammad also used to do it. It's so much work, you know, like making daily playlists, looking up all the new stuff on Social Club, writing it down, and then making playlists of it daily. Or, I mean, now it probably wouldn't be possible daily anymore because there's just not so much being created anymore. But, you know, to really be on top of everything new that comes out, checking all the crews, checking all the creators, and what, like, it's so much work, you know, and I got a lot of respect for that, you know, people that do that. And I'm really thankful for them also that they're doing it, because man, I've had so many hours of fun on this game just by these people making their daily playlists always, you know. Oh man, this mid-air flip is so dirty in a big lobby. It's so clean in a small lobby, and in the big lobby it's just random.
Oh! What a ghosting, bruh! I love how he just catched up to me and then we were ghosting.
Yeah,
No,
one of you is gonna get the shit out of the stick when you ghost.
Both of us did.
Oh, nice shuriken flip there. Probably not what TJ intended. What's up, Scott McKenzie?
Oh, beautiful.
Well, unlucky, I always thought your creations were extremely smooth and always well lined up. Definitely high quality stuff. Much smoother and better lined up than most, definitely. Ah! A lot of attention paid to detail, and just the high standard you put yourself up to, definitely. Well, with the breaking issues, I mean, there's people that trust me, there's enough creators that know, you know. A lot of people see past that, you know. We know it's not the creator's fault. And I highly appreciate people still taking the effort and building stuff like this, even though they know it's not going to work in a full lobby, you know. Highly appreciate it. And they also know, you know, like creators know, like if you get like people that are not into stunt racing like that in these races, they just have no clue and they think it's a weak build, you know. But creators know, man, definitely. Especially stuff like this. I mean, it's so hard to build and it's so hard to line up as perfectly as TJ does it, for example, you know. It's and then the pain in the ass always going between creator and online to test of how it works. I mean, that would be such a humongous help if we were able to use our custom cars in the creator. It would literally save so many hours, and they could still make it a requirement that when you test the race to publish it, that you have to do it in a stock car, because I also get their underlying idea. They want the race to be completable in all cars for people that might not own the custom vehicles. That also makes sense, definitely, you know. So perfect solution would be to give us the option to test with a custom car, but the test, to be able to publish it, you have to do it in a stock car, you know. That would be a fair solution. Well, yeah, that guy, he knows, unlucky, you know. He's just trolling, you know. He thrives on negative attention, you know. It's a spoiled kid, but I mean, just like people that genuinely don't know about this, you know. Oh, come on, please. No, 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 no. Oh, it's so sad, man. Yeah, I don't know, like, I just, the reasons why people downvote, I'd like take an educated guess on that. 1% of the people that downvote have a legitimate reason for doing that, you know? The majority, they're just voting on an emotional basis, whether it be that they lost or that they personally don't like the creators, so they enter the race with a certain expectation that it's going to be shit because they don't like the creator, and then you have confirmation bias and they see it for what they want to be, you know. But I just really wouldn't care. Like, most people actually, I think the majority of like random people on this game vote on their own performance, how they did, you know. And then if you go to if you take it a step further, even from the creators, you know, like, I don't want to be negative or anything, but I can assure you, most of the people don't see the difference between a clean flip and a random flip. They just do not see the difference, you know? Like, how a flip from Mystic Broly is worlds apart from, like, the average flip you see in the average stunt rates, you know? They just genuinely don't see the difference, you know? So, even if you put in a lot of work, most people will not notice it, you know, because they're just blind to it. I think I got enough. No. Oh, come on, man. I mean, TJ is always. I mean, the more precise your stunt is, the bigger the chance it will mess up in a big lobby, man. But TJ is just such a good example of this, man. He's just one of the very best creators that is just so on point and so precise with all his flips and all. The lineups, everything is just perfect, but his stuff does not work in full lobbies. I mean, to people just randomly taking a glance at this must look like so bad, as if the stunt was just completely ill-designed. It's not actually, it's just that stuff doesn't work in full lobbies, unfortunately. Alright, nice one, Thomas. I think he won the other one too, huh? The previous one. Yeah, he did. Like Pira Roby, for example, like he has no clue what he's voting for there, you know? Like obviously. And often you can't even blame people for it, you know, because if he's got no experience in the creator and doesn't know about this stuff, you know, to him it must look like trash, basically, because it doesn't work, you know. And that's why I applaud people for still building stuff like this, because the majority of people will not see the race for what it is, but for what the faulty servers make it look like to be. I'm stuck? Okay, here we go. Osiris, okay, now I'm good. Oh yeah, this is I did this one in RE7V, man. But yeah, I guess the on-ramp is fine-tuned for the Osiris. Should I take like a stupid vehicle again? But I'm so bad anyways, wall riding in the Osiris. It's just I'm really so bad at wall riding. I'll just take it. I'll just take a different car. Yo, Lincoln, what's up? Jackie, Logical Mods, Exobrad, Thomas W. Oh, lag. She did it in Turismo. I don't have time to choose another car now.
Relax.
Okay, Turismo for the win. No, I'm just kidding. I won't win this. Actually, such a nice car, the Turismo, man. Really fun driving it. You know what? I think it might lose its view. I might have done a terrible mistake here.
Oh my god. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Just in like 8 places to get in. Someone just hit like a huge hole.
Oh, the dummy proofer was that might not. Okay, concentrate, concentrate, concentrate.
Oh my god.
Oh, easy.
Boah, leckt das, ey.
Yeah, really laggy. Can we try? Ah, no, don't blow up.
Ja, wahrscheinlich.
What an exit, man. At GCCC, Turismo confirmed. And I did it in RA7B, I did it in Turismo. I probably might even have an easier time in the Turismo because I'm just so bad at wall riding the Osiris. Really, man, the Osiris is one of my least favorite cars for wall riding because of that delayed steering.
Yeah.
Ja, Gott. Heute ist ja schlimmer als sonst, ey. Was ist denn los?
Yeah, I had the lag in the beginning really bad, also just before we started the race.
Ja, toll. Danke.
Go Turismo, Turismo.
Oh my god. I just teleported into the plot. Oh my god. God. That was the best break I've seen in my racing game.
Oh! It launched me, man. I want to be an inspector. What's up, Decal? It's Liam, Lincoln, Dougie.
Yes!
Mach mal eine Fresse.
Ah, okay, now let's all go down the drain.
Don't.
Bleiben Sie.
Dracula got. Okay, we'll get it back.
Let's go.
Uh-oh.
No!
Uh-oh.
Oh, I got the checkpoint though.
Oh.
Wish me luck. No.
Oh.
I don't know.
Why can't I not? I always mess up the exit, man. I always gotta take this enormous detour here after the
Was that you
respawn.
in the first row?
Yeah! Yeah, I messed up the exit. And also on the first lap, I also messed it up. I think I was in 5th or something after the first lap.
Oh, ich bin so schlecht, ey. Ich krieg's nicht geschissen.
Oh my god, why did I just get a big lag? I just got like... Wow!
Bitte doch
Wir haben's
die Straße einfach normal fahren.
Die ersten 3 haben es jetzt alle nicht geschafft. 3 Versuche hat GC gebraucht.
Yeah, but as more people finish, it will...
Oh my god. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh, go. Go.
That's what she said.
No. No.
Oh mein Gott.
Was passiert mit ihm?
Ey, da komme ich echt durch und vorm Punkt knallt er im Gegen. Also so selbstverschuldet.
But it's not mess up the exit this time. I messed it up again. I exited too low. And where are we gonna land? On the roof? Every time I'm landing, so every time I messed up the exit. I actually had no problem getting my Turismo around the wall, except for the exit. So yeah, like this is my standard route on the race, going behind this ammunition sign. Nice one. Nice one, GCCC. What's up, Deutsch Rap King Mashups YouTube? What's up? Napsyka. Thomas W. Hey, what's up, man? And that's the timer.
Oh.
Lincoln, yeah, I do, man. I saw you published 2 jobs. I didn't pay him yet, but I'll give him a go after the event. If I'm still down for it. Otherwise, tomorrow.
Ooh, what's that chest in there? Oh! Wow! Mmm! Oh! It's like a shot or something. Oh! Mmm.
Oh my.
Sorry, man. Don't want to patronize the fact that you're in pain, but I just saw it fit to insert this innuendo. I'll quickly update my attendances here. Oh, Mariandu. And Dilandu. Are they like a couple or what? Mariandu and Dilandu? Mariandu? Dilandu? Awesome unicorn from the main crew. Furious 5. Doesn't he have like quite some rank? Furious 5 something?
Oh, what happened again? Oh. Oh.
Was wie viele Leute da jetzt?
XA21 on the, let's go.
Bro, I did this in the Osiris, bro. We'll get it, buddy. Trying to get over to the XA, not the freaking Wagner. Oh my god.
I didn't play, yeah, Linker, I didn't play, I will check them out later. What's up, Jonathan? Dark Gaming, what's up, Dark Gaming? Beast Mode, yeah, today's Winners Wednesday, so, that's why no new submissions are in this week. We're playing all the winning races from the last events of April, and we're going to choose the winning races of April today. So anybody that sent me submissions, they will be in next week when we have the first race day of May. By the way, man, in not too much time, we're going to have Race Day Wednesday number 200 coming up. And Kane94 already told me he's building like a special job, you know, because he's just the king with all this artwork and stuff, you know. If anybody else wants to do something similar, man, go for it. Send me the links, something. With a, I don't know, like a race with 200 checkpoints or just like 200 containers hanging in the air or whatever, I don't know.
Oh, yes. Oh, so good.
Ja, genau.
Yes, easy.
Easy.
Oh Mann. So nicht eng.
Oh, God, there. Oh my God. Where am I going now?
Or you know what, I changed my mind. I'm just gonna stop hosting the event after Race Day Wednesday 199.
What?
Just kidding.
In the name of Jesus, don't break. Praise the Lord. Thank you, Jesus. It didn't break. Oh.
Kovac, du brauchst es gar nicht angeben.
Jetzt habe ich es euch aber voll gezeigt.
Yeah. What's up, Hypnotize? HDX 2002. Kevin Matos. Yeah, Hypnotize, I'd wait too. I got your message earlier. I'd wait, man. For the infection. Wait a week. Look dope though, man. Definitely looking forward to play it. I love ascending stuff, man. It's my favorite type of wall ride, ascending wall rides.
Oh, ich habe die Ehre, ins Ziel zu fahren. Das ist schön.
Ich hab's dir so gezeigt, Jackie.
Ja.
Easy. Right, nice one, Corex. Ugly as always. Alright, Thomas said to look at his time. Where are you, Thomas? And the guy behind you. Yeah, close call, man. Like 0.2 of a second. No, 200. No. 20 hundredths. It's 0.2. Yeah, okay. Whatever.
Auch Leute, die gut haben.
I got really bad lag right now. I can't hear any of you guys.
Wenn du jetzt hier anschreibst und dann gerade hier.
Ich check's nicht. Lex nehme ich auch ein bisschen.
Alright, another one, number one. Wagner is hard, child to do the cover. Okay. Purus is back in.
Ist das ein Auto?
Alle Autos, also nimm einfach alle gleichzeitig.
Okay.
Well, it's that first world record.
I'll stick with the XA21. I'll stick with my XA 21.
I'll pick the XA20.
Yo, Shotgun Wooly, what's up, man? Paulo Freitas, Australian actor Hike. No, Liam, no Xbox, unfortunately. Well, that's actually really a thing, Hypnotize. Like, there are these rare occasions where an infection can help with the camera. Like, on upside down stuff, you have a better camera view.
Oh yeah.
It's like, basically, the physics and the camera suck at everything except for loops and spirals, or like, upside down. So,
Da ist ein S17.
Stockboat.
So.
Oh god. Oh.
Yo, Campbell, what's up, Campbell? Lincoln. Sage? Sage Brown? I didn't even see him, man.
How is that food, I think? Yeah.
Das war's wohl mit dem Gegner. AJ. Ja.
Oh man, these on-ramps. Stockbroad, if you're watching, your on-ramps take you, don't take you on the, don't line you up with the wall, but they shoot you over the wall. You just gotta make the, pull the on-ramp back a bit and reduce the angle of the flip piece. That way you get the car to line up with the wall, because now it just shoots you straight over the wall if you take it full speed. You actually have to counter steer after the flip, you know? Oh, this lag, man. Couldn't steer. Oh, yo! Lag.
Oh. I don't know what it's like. I'm so...
I think it's better. Man, this lag was so bad right there what I had. Steer down.
What? We are. No way! If I didn't hit that pole, I would have got it. Oh my god. Oh.
Yeah, I'm DNF in this. Or I might even be able to make it, but I don't think so now. Close, man. Almost, almost. Yo, Kumo, Power Fighter, Speed Mode. Core Racks.
Was?
Look, Beast Mode wrote your name. Like, who did I send my hard wall to? Core Racks. No, Liam, it's not you. Liam's asking, is it him or does anybody else have trouble barrel rolling the car in midair? They changed that with the last DLC. You're completely restricted now. You can't barrel roll your car like you used to. I'm trying to catch up on everything you guys wrote. Mano, Vilinia, Kumo, what's up, what's up, what's up?
Alles klar, wie mich geschrieben hat, ey.
I mean, I ranted about this a lot already, but I just gotta quickly let one off again. I mean, it has to be one of the most ridiculous changes they ever made to the game to reduce the ability to self-barrel roll. It just blows my mind how somebody came up with this and then everybody else in the developer team agreed and like, oh yeah, that's perfect. Yeah, we gotta implement that. I mean, it's just mind-blowing. Like, what were they thinking?
Wow.
Alright, what we got here? Osiris only, U-Cards GP. Alright. I mean, also we know that they don't know about the creator in detail as the creators do. I mean, it's just a fact, but that they just cannot connect the dots, you know, and like come up with the concept of, hey, it's been like this for 3.5 years now. People have built so many custom creations which require barrel rolling and all. So even if they might have a good reason for changing it, you can't change it after 3.5 years, you know? Even if they would conclude by whatever standards they determine, you know, that it was a bad idea to have the barrel rolling like it was and it should be in a different way, you cannot change it after 3 years, you know? Just as with, it's the same thing with the hitbox checkpoint when they changed that with cunning stunts, you know? Before, the hitbox of the checkpoints extended way over the checkpoint, which, yeah, to be honest, it didn't make a lot of sense, but it was what it was, you know, and you don't change stuff like that after 2 years, you know? When so many people have created content which basically relies on it working the way it did, you know? It's just ridiculous, you know? Then they should have done it immediately after releasing online or whatever, but you don't change like important stuff like that after such a long time, just randomly, you know? Even if you think you have a good reason for it. Like, the damage you're causing will always outweigh the small benefit that you might see in changing it, you know? Always. By definition.
Kann in diesem Spiel gleich irgendwas funktionieren, bitte?
Outer, doesn't matter.
Oh,
9.
Oh. No.
Yes,
Ooh.
do it backwards.
Wow, I saw that.
Backwards.
Oh no!
No, okay, I didn't have the speed. Man, if I would have had like the Baltic or what's the other one, the Cyclone,
Out of it, yeah.
could have gotten it.
Hier ist
Man.
echt einer.
Well, the Adder is very similar actually to the Osiris in terms of dummy proof. Wouldn't surprise me if it actually works in the Adder.
Cool.
Oh, come on. Missed it.
4 Runden.
But, yeah, I don't think it's looking too good for the Adder there. Yeah, in the beginning. Oh man, it's just, come on, big love.
Oh
stuff
my
here.
god, again.
I guess the very first part is, that might not work as good in other cars. Later, if you're on the spiral part, you'll probably get it in other cars, but this first, starting here, bam, bam, those two containers, that will probably be a problem. Problem in different cars.
There were like 10 people ghosting there. Gee, nice, bruh.
Yeah, let's, Korax, Jackie, once you're through, or anybody's, send an invite to Hypnotize. I mean, we got a lot of people spectating here, people going in and out, in and out. Ah.
Oh my god, work! Bro, my card stopped working! Bro.
Come on, man. I'm still on my second lap.
Echt?
Das ist sowas von Scheiße, weißt du es eigentlich?
Bye.
Ja!
Here we go.
Mano!
That was actually my
Hast du's jetzt
Jackie
endlich
Jackie saved the day for me. I just needed somebody to ghost with and be the lucky one. Because when you ghost one guy, one person's always unlucky, the other one gets it.
Wer soll geeinladet werden?
Hypnotize. Send an invite to Hypnotize. Okay, I'm getting that from this anyways.
Ich komm nicht mal mehr ins Ziel, Alter.
Yeah, me too. I still got 2 laps ahead of me. There's no way I'm getting it.
Oh, jetzt kann ich da drin!
I don't see it on mine, Hypnotize.
Ich habe ihn geeinladet.
Oh, here you are. Okay, got it. Oh yeah, custom cars. That's definitely a must on Stunt. Alright, by Lucas. I hope he got his.
I love this race.
I hope he got his thing fixed there with the social club. Like he couldn't save any jobs anymore. He couldn't publish anything. Like he couldn't do anything. So couldn't do
I had to make 2 accounts to get mine to work. Oh my god.
Did you have the same problem?
Yeah, everyone's having the same problem. It seems like.
Yeah, I only just saw something that Murika-san posted on Social Club that he had this problem and he made a new Social Club. And that's why I recommended to Lucas to also change his Social Club, see if it works then. I don't know if it did work for him, but yeah, apparently it seems to be a thing, huh? That people can't publish or save anymore. Alright, let me update my attendance. Okay, we got the Delegate Beyond, X36.
Hypnotician.
Amir Mohammed. We got more people from the Lip 4 crew coming in. I'm just kidding. No offense to anybody, I'm just joking around. I know it's Lipao. Shout out to Lipao Gamer, Lipao crew. Okay, Osiris on the... Yeah, this is a great build here, definitely.
Oh,
I also love the exit, what he did with the barges there on the last turn. Really nice.
I love his school race. Oh gosh.
What's the standard 14?
Boah, ich hatte gerade voll den Boost beim Start.
Was?
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 Bah? Oh, I hate this turn so much, man. I just cannot emphasize it anymore.
Nein, doch nicht.
Oh man, good luck ghosting everybody. Man. You know,
Oh no, right?
I might hang back a bit, man. I just do not feel like going in the stop with everybody at the same time. Not the smartest thing you can do. Oh, somebody went airborne there.
Oh, okay. Jesus, we're not gonna break. Praise the Lord. Thank you, Jesus. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh.
Nice.
Boah, ich bin durchgegangen.
Yo, man. How was that even possible, man? How Welcome to full lobby racing, man.
Thank you. Just saw four. Oh my God. Oh my God. What? Bruh. Someone's in a... An ostrich.
Not bad.
Our car. Okay. Oh my God.
Oh man.
Was hat funktioniert?
It's just pure luck in a big lobby, man.
Oh, I know. Oh, yes! Yeah, you.
Was ist eigentlich los mit ihm, ne?
Yeah, it even says Kumo wrote it, man. It even says in the description, full lobby not recommended, man. It even said it in the description. I think I got an upload of this one. Check it out. Yeah, it's just so random what's happening to me, man. So random. Yeah, word, Lincoln. Definitely, definitely.
Hey. Oh God. You can do it, Trevor.
I'm not through it now. I just brick anywhere. It's just every time something different happens. I've never bricked on the same spot. It's just like completely random. It's just, you cannot imagine how random this is. I've bricked on every part of the stunt already.
Oh God. Ach komm, das ist doch nicht.
Oh, that would have been so cool! That would have been so cool, man. That would have been so cool.
Oh, I just break on him. Oh my God. Oh.
Okay, come on, let's go now.
Oh. Oh, I just bricked again.
Yeah, definitely Lincoln. Lucas on point now.
Oh, to teleported, yes. Teleportation best.
Now this could work out here. We still got a mid-air flip. Yeah, guys got it. Easy.
Wait a minute. I'm trying to think. Was the checkpoint on the ground, or is it in the?
Yeah, you might get it from below. I just went through it and I forgot again, but I think it's probably low enough to hit from the ground.
Yeah, I might as well just try to cheat it.
Yeah.
If I can get to the route, if this stupid hill would just... Oh my God. I just saw someone else trying to shoot this one.
Oh, es wird das. Na? Ja,
Oh, Jackie just departed.
Oh my gosh. Yes.
Okay, but I think now we might have the first people finishing, and then it will drastically improve. The more people finish, the more consistent the stunt will work all of a sudden. The less people are in the lobby. Oh yeah, we got a lot of people finished already. It's gonna work much better now.
I'm hoping.
Oh man, I want to land one of those. That would be just like most epic save. 10th is finished, so we're only 15 people in the lobby. 11th is finished, we're only 14 now.
Well, I already know I'm doing nothing wrong. I'm in the B zone.
This was my #1 vote in the respective week where this race was in. Here we go. Yeah, I got it second try.
Well. See, it works beautiful. Look at that. Look.
Yeah, it's as people are finishing and less people on the race, all of a sudden it starts working then.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
Stimmt der immer so rum?
Ja.
Nice one, Disby.
So ist es halt. Stimm dich damit ab. Nee, find dich damit ab. Stimm dich damit ab. Ich bin auch
Ja,
behindert.
ich stimme mich jetzt damit ab. Lade mich ein.
Oh yeah, we gotta get Jackie. Good that you mentioned it. It's so sad to see, man. People can't view past the big lobby issues. People have,
Oh, I know. All these BRs too. God, oh Lord. Whenever they break, it just like, boom.
yeah, people vote emotionally. There's so many emotions going on, leading people to conclusions which are not objective. Whether it's bad performance on their part, or there's so many reasons why people get emotional.
Ugh.
Alright, we gotta get Jackie back in.
Das ist gut.
Yeah.
Yeah, he definitely made the right choice there, Lincoln. In terms of creator community, PS4 was always the most active. And then you had this time where so many Xbox creators were actually coming over to PS4 just because of the creator community. Jackie has the invite? Okay, she's coming. Yeah.
Oh, stop. Wow.
Half pipe challenge for noobs. Drive off. Okay, yeah, this one by Hypnotize. Beautiful concept here with the self-transfer. Don't take any big so what was it? Jackie did an entity and had trouble. In the T20 it works perfectly. So I'm guessing here, I might be wrong, but smaller cars might work better. But definitely the entity did not work well. Could be wrong.
Yeah.
But maybe it was just an entity thing and Osiris Woodwork could also be. But T20 definitely works really nice on this one. Okay, we're stuck on launching, so somebody is running around. Oh man, I hope I get to choose a car. See, I was on the Osiris, so I gotta switch to the right.
Oh man.
Let's put the music back on and just wait this out here. Now we had this in World of Wingsuit on Sunday when I was streaming. It took forever, man. We were like stuck on the screen for more than 5 minutes. I think almost 10 minutes.
Oh. Put some elevator music on this, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll quickly go and take a bath. I'll be right back, and then we should be starting with the race. Come on, Rockstar.
Erzähl doch mal aus deiner Jugend, Markus.
Fala galera.
Yeah, fuck, I got it. Oh, come on, Rockstar. I can't even switch over to the first page and see what's going on there.
Lass das.
It's also
I'm about to doze off.
Oh my.
Oh my.
Das Spiel hängt ja, jetzt können wir endlich eine Runde Mühle spielen.
Ja.
Okay, unlucky, that's funny. Because of boosted turtle sleds or what? As if that's like an ingenious concept which nobody could have come up with, man. Like I remember in Northcombe we were talking about that when like the first trailer was released of Cunning Stunts. How we're gonna do that, you know, like when we get the props.
Oh, praise the Lord!
Oh wow!
Hey, here we go!
Thank you, Jesus!
Yay!
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know, like, I don't want to get too personal here, but if people... No, I won't say it. I would say, yeah, like, you're only dissing yourself with that, you know, because basically you're admitting that you thought that was such an original idea that nobody could have come up with it, whereas other people just see it as obvious to do, you know, like turtle slides existed, put a boost on there, you didn't invent anything new, you know, as if that... So you see this a lot, you know, like it's even with stuff like stunts that really already exist since ages, you know, like, I don't know, a spiral or a wingsuit tunnel, then somebody uses a prop that nobody's used for it yet, especially when new props come out, and then they think they've invented something new, you know, because, oh yeah, well, congratulations, you're a genius, you took a prop with a flat surface and made a wall ride out of it, like, how original. Who would have thought that was possible? Like literally nobody would have thought you can take a prop with a flat surface and make a wall ride or a spiral out of it, man. Big shout out for that original idea. Like.
I love these places.
Oh no, come on, save it, yes, easy, look at me, let's go.
Ich hab voll zu. Boah. Alter Schwede.
Oh my gosh.
It's like especially ironic, now I think of it, you know, if you consider that I built the first turtle slide in the Optimus Prime race back then, man. Just like, I actually didn't call it, I called him Roof Slide, man. I actually still got the message from Oaks Fresh when I tested it with him. And he's like, yo, awesome, man, Roof Slides.
Oh, great.
And then Chanto actually gave the turtle slide its name, because after that he built the race and called it Turtle Slide. And he even gives the shout out in the description of the race, no? No, oh, I'm so stupid! It's so unnecessary. How did I mess this up?
No way! I just did it again! Oh,
But actually, it wasn't even in the Optimus Prime race where I did it first. I even had 2 other races. Like one race, it was called Half Loop to Roof Slide. It was just like a crappy race at Sandy Shores Airfield. And I had a second one also. There was 100 Props Ultra Stunts, it was called. And then later, but back then people didn't notice me yet, you know? And later, when I did it with the Optimus Prime race, that's when people took notice. Why am I just... Every time I played this, I had no trouble with this, but now I'm just messing up every time. Again, I'm just so stupid, man. Oh man, this is so sad. Okay, let's go. I'm an idiot!
Was machst du da?
Yeah. He was in my streams back in the days sometimes. And I don't know the guy, but I think he's Xbox also, because Cafe also mentioned it a couple of times. And Cafe was an Xbox back then. Wow, Hypnotized, that wasn't like a real Foxy. It was a baby Foxy flip maybe. And not that big of a deal landing it in this humongous half pipe. Sorry.
I can't do it. Oh my god.
Yeah, I don't know Habitoman. I just heard his name mentioned a couple of times, and he did comment on my streams back in the day quite often. But you know who I really pity who left the game? Birutao or Burato, man, he was such a good racer and was such a good creator. Would love to see what he would be building today if he would still be on the game. Alright, Hanmac is joining. One day, Hypnotize, one day. I'll have the ultimate Foxy flip, man. I got so close a couple of times already where I just flipped off the wall and my car just spun so wild that I never made it back on the wall. I kind of have it in my feeling, like one day I will hit a perfect Foxy. I'll be in the club of Foxies, man. T20 highly recommended, alright.
Okay.
I don't know with GTA 6, man. We gotta see how it's gonna all turn out, man. But wouldn't surprise, like the way they're handling GTA 5, wouldn't surprise if after the initial hype has cooled down with GTA 6, we all meet together on GTA 5 and we'd still be building stuff on GTA 5 and racing on GTA 5. I mean, it's definitely going to be going much more in the cunning stunt direction, and it's probably going to get worse. I don't know, we'll have to see, but it wouldn't surprise me if it turns out that way. Like, if the way they handle cunning stunts is a precursor to what's going to happen, then I'm not very optimistic.
Whoa!
Einer Wache der Form schön hinten. So unscheiß.
Bobby's back. Looking forward, bruh. Modded speed. Let's go, first five, let's go, come on.
Ah, it's so disgusting.
Oh, bricks! Bray! R.I.
I also bricked on the bank.
Wait, is that his? I don't know even know. Wait, B-R-I-C-K brick. There we go. Oh my gosh! Oh!
Yikes! Ah, man, this is just so beautiful.
Oh, yeah, I saw that. Oh my god, I was so unlucky. At the end.
GCCC. Such a pity this one's infected, man.
Yeah, I know.
Beautiful how he uses defense, the use of the area, just...
I remember a lot of people used to build on natural walls back in the days. Now, I would love to see that in the newest generation. You know, see these old school PS3 type races updated on PS4. You know,
well, to be honest, like with the natural location, back then people weren't like, it was more a try and error, figuring out new stuff, doing the stunt itself, you know, like back then a long wall right up in the sky was like, whoa, you know, but nowadays it's really, you just build a temple, you build them in 10 minutes, you build a race like that, you know. So like how it's evolved, it's much more people actually looking for locations and developing a whole concept around the stunt, you know, not just merely building the stunt, you know. Like back then you could just put like a random stunt at Sandy Shores Airfield and people would be majorly impressed, you know. Now if you just put a stunt on Sandy Shores Airfield, nobody's gonna play it, you know. You actually have to like work with that and incorporate it in the area, come up with a real concept. Come on, let's get this.
No way! Oh man, that was. Oh my gosh. I went way too high on that. Oh my gosh! Hurry up and respawn!
Come on, let's get this. People are finishing already.
Ja, genau.
Oh.
No, yeah. Yes, okay, easy. It's just so beautiful, man. Unfortunately, you also can't record with. You can record with the RACEDAY editor here, but in the vicinity of the military base, you cannot edit your camera and stuff where you later edit it in the RACEDAY editor. For some reason, they don't allow that at the military base. So. Do it. There's no UFO there. We've actually been on the map there. But here, hold up. This was the first turtle slide way back on the PS3. And back then it only had like 100, 200 plays or whatever. Only when I was auto-inviting people. Like all the plays actually came later when people noticed me, you know, and my jobs became popular. That's when that job also got placed in. And then I think like basically almost a year later only, or 9 months later, that's when the stunt actually became popular, you know. After I did the Optimus Prime race, then Shantu a week later built the race and called it Turtle Slide. So he coined the phrase, he basically came up with a name for the stunt, you know. And that's when the stunt became popular. But this was actually the first one here, this Chicken Dash stunt track, the link I just sent. Alright, Vermilion Mamba, self-adjust, go. Also, that was our PS4. Like, this one here is PS3. This was really way back. Our Switch glitch, so. Yeah. Should I go T20 again? Yeah, let's go T20. Or, no. You know what? Might bump me off the dummy proof. Quickly, tell me what card to take. I don't know. I can't steal the shape. Take my chance with the XA. Yeah, come on, let's go.
Yeah, I was going to take XA.
Yeah, I'm taking the XA 21. There's nothing there, man. I've checked it all out under the map. If they're gonna add anything there, it's gonna be added to the game code with the DLC. But as of now, there's nothing there. Yeah, I never updated that one. I think I never republished it. But anyways, if you know what would happen now, if I turn on my PS3 and republish that race, it would not be playable on PS4 anymore. That's also a change they did. Because they're trying to go against modders and glitchers that are transferring stuff from PS3 that shouldn't be on PS4. Money and stuff like that. Also modded props are also going against that. But that means basically anybody that's updating an old PS3 job, it will then only be playable on PS3. People cannot play it on PS4 anymore.
Ay, ay, ay.
Whoa!
Ah, yo, save it!
Oh, bloody speed! Let's go!
Easy! Let's go! Ah, I break the landing. Of course I break the landing. You know what's actually also something that I always like observe, and you know I'm completely relaxed about these things. You know, like I'd never start beef with anybody or complain about stuff or whatever. But it's just always funny, I think, to see how when a new stunt gets invented, like in the beginning, everybody's crying out loud if somebody else then takes that idea and also works with it. But other stunts, like they don't apply that same standard to, you know, like if that was really a standard that only the person that initially invented something was allowed to use it and everybody else is copying, then we'd have like 20 races today, you know, not more. But like after some time it just gets accepted as a new general stunt, then it's all good. And then when the next stunt comes, then everybody's screaming foul again, you know, like just so arbitrary, you know, there's like no principle at all behind it. It's just completely random.
bin so behindert. Oh my god.
Yikes. Alright, let's go. Full speed now. I love self-steer stunts. Just exactly what I like the most. Come on. I lost my control immediately, man. Yeah, definitely illogical mods. I've also talked about this in previous videos. I mean, now interest has dropped anyways in the game, you know, but also back in the day, when like the first modded races came out with like just random UFOs standing on the bridge and stuff, you know. Back then, with the first modded races, they actually deleted some of those players' accounts, but they didn't delete the races. The races still existed, so they definitely see the benefit, you know. Because these races, like especially the first modded races back then, they were so crappy, you know, but they just had this magic appeal because it was props that were not normal, you know, because the UFO or the windmill on the bridge was just like trippy to everybody, you know. So even though the races were absolute garbage, you know, they got like hundreds of thousands of plays because people were just so excited about them, you know. So definitely Rockstar sees that, you know, how that drives attention to custom creations, how all the YouTubers are all gonna put it up on their channels, all the big YouTubers, and they're just gonna go, oh my god, a UFO and stuff, you know. That's all free advertising for Rockstar, basically, you know. Free advertising of the game, and then all the kids see that and see, whoa, a UFO, you know, and they also want to play it. And if it's got modded in the title, it automatically attracts so much attention, you know. And of course, they know that, you know, so. Yeah, no, it's definitely, as the logical mod said, it would be one script they would have to program quickly, and they could get rid of all the jobs with a push of a button. That's how easy it would be for them, you know? But they would not be doing themselves a favor, you know? For one, it's the thing that that it benefits them too, because it drives a lot of attention to their game, because these types of creations just have a huge appeal by definition, you know? So that, for one part, they would be basically hurting themselves doing that. And for the second part, it would have an extreme negative backlash, you know, because now we're like at a point where all the known creators basically have used the props or are using them, you know. So they would be maybe even of the creator community, you know, and tremendous negative backlash, you know, it would be bad PR for them, bad public publicity. Yeah, no doubt, Stockbroad, man. Yeah, I've never talked to you, so, and I know some people like take stuff personal if you criticize stuff on races, but that was actually really meant to be constructive feedback, and would definitely really improve. And I know you're gonna listen to it, you know, and improve on that, so that'll just improve the creations in the future in total. I'm not so sure. It could be illogical, but I don't know. Didn't like also Halconian have the same problem? Is he even working with the model props? Yeah, he has model props. Yeah, he does. But for all I know, it's been ages since he published anything with modded props, huh? Because he also had the same problem. I can't really imagine people reporting him. Like, there's definitely people that are gonna report it, you know, like, definitely. I know for a fact, I also know some people, I know for a fact, they have a mentality that they're gonna go on there and report it just for the sake of it, you know? Only Osiris. Let me quickly go to the Osiris. basically Stock Road, like if you, the only instances where you want to have your on-ramps close to your walls is like in automatic stunts where you need quick flips basically. But apart from that, I'd always put the on-ramp a bit further back and decrease the angle a bit. And just really play around with that, you know, like change those two variables. One, for once, like the distance from your on-ramp to the wall in general, and then the flip piece, just don't have it that high, basically. Reduce the angle, that it's not as sharp of a flip. And that way you get a really smooth transition on the wall. There's also a third variable. It's always hard to explain just orally, but basically look at it like this. Imagine your car goes over the on-ramp and there's no wall to it, basically. Imagine the wall right would not be there. And now imagine you're looking at this from the side, not from the back of your car, but from the right side or the left side of your car. Then basically your car would be traveling at an angle, like it would fly an arch. And basically you want to connect to the wall when it's at the highest point in that arch. That's like the perfect time to connect it. Ah, big Dobby. And this one's so good also from Red Sox. Red Sox also, it's just amazing how good he has become. He's just top notch now. So perfect this one here.
Just look.
I don't know if that made any sense also maybe to other people watching. Like just imagine your on-ramp, take away the wall ride, just remove the wall ride, just take your on-ramp basically, and then imagine looking at your car from the side, from the left side or from the right side. When it hits the on-ramp, of course it flips sideways, but that's not what you're looking out for. You're looking for an arch basically, that the car first travels upwards and then at a certain point it will travel downwards again. And the point where it's at its highest, that's the point where you want to connect to the wall. And then the second thing is building your flip piece so your car has turned 90 degrees exactly when it's at that highest point. That's the perfect on-ramp. And that's also why an on-ramp is much harder to, a good on-ramp is really much harder to build than a lot of people are aware of. You know, I know there's a lot of creators that are not really aware of this. And especially if you're working with like a complete barrel roll or a double barrel roll, this is just like imperative that your car connects at that point when it's at the highest, basically in its arch where it's flying. Because physically what happens is when you're traveling upwards, the car is experiencing G-forces, and then it comes to an equilibrium basically where it doesn't experience any G-forces, where it's at 0 Gs, and then when it travels down again it experiences negative G-forces. And the point where you want to connect it to the wall is just between where it experiences positive Gs and goes over to negative Gs, basically. That there's a small moment in there where it has gravity, schwerelos in German. Like astronauts in space, you know, when they fly in space they don't feel their weight, how do you call that? But that's what your car experiences for a split second when it's at its highest point.
Yeah, spin it. I was trying to hold my horn to get back there.
Hey!
Yeah, he's okay. Don't break up! Yes. Praise the Lord. That's a good stunt. Oh. Beautiful.
Easy.
What?
Yeah, that's definitely a thing in logical markets. He says you'll be surprised how many people get butthurt that they don't have them. That's definitely true. Like,
Yeah.
from a human psychological perspective, completely understandable. You know, it's of course, you know, like if all of a sudden a select group of creators has access to 300 more props than the other people, it's natural that feelings like jealousy will arise. You know, it's just. And then, of course, there's people that can't handle their jealousy in that sense, and then they're going to report stuff, you know, of course, yeah. Well, I don't know, Stockbro, like a lot, like what I said, you know, it's also really also not meant to be negative, but it's just the fact that a lot of people don't see the difference between certain on-ramps, basically, you know? You'd be surprised by how many people are not aware of the things that I just said, you know? It's just like, as long as the car lands on the wall, it's good, you know? And a lot of people don't see the difference between, like I use Mystic Broly as an example, you know? Play some of his races and look how the car connects after flips, you know? Like, that's basically which a standard everybody should be aiming for. It's just completely, it's just always perfect. And that's also because he's aware of these things, you know, and if you're aware of those things, all of a sudden it becomes much harder to build an on-ramp, you know, because keeping those factors all in balance is actually very hard to build, you know. To have the car connect when it's at the highest point in the arch, and at the same time the car has to be barrel rolled exactly 90 degrees at that time, you know. That's tricky to hit exactly, you know. It's a lot of always changing the flip piece, always changing the distance. A lot of testing goes into it. And it will work different with a custom car than with a stock car, for example, you know. So you always, even for a simple on-ramp, you're always switching between creator and online until you get it to line up perfectly, basically.
Oh,
it's all good. Actually, Stuckroad, like, apart from that, was a very clean build, you know? Like, all your templates were really cleanly put together, you know? I see that it paid a lot of attention to detail there, you know? Which also a lot of people don't do, but... Oh yeah, this one here, man. Like, this was last week my clear #1 vote, and I can also already tell you now, like, this is definitely gonna be my #1 vote for... Oh, okay, I'm stuck here. Actually, like, I don't like banger races, you know, so, but that's also a thing again, like, when I vote for races, you know, my personal preference is completely kept out of my votes, you know? Because just because I coincidentally don't like banger races, I'm not gonna rate this worse because just coincidentally I don't like banger races, you know? I think this flip is really original, like, really cool idea he came up with here. And also amazing how good he made it work, you know, like how perfectly the car flips, basically. And just developing a new concept, you know, it takes a lot of time and a lot of imagination, a lot of trial and error. And just coming up with the idea, you know, like beautiful, beautiful stuff here. By the way, I don't know, if, last time we called it frog flip, and I just think it just fits perfectly for this type of flip. So Tyro, I don't know if you're watching or if you read I wrote like a mini review of this race on the forum last time. And they also mentioned that we kind of called it frog flip, which is just a perfect name for this flip in my opinion.
Oh shoot, whoa. Oh, you got so lucky there. You just, oh, look at this!
Let's go. Yo, what's flying down? Oh, it's those pylons.
What the?
Oh no, I was trying to dodge her and there.
Oh my.
One more thing, you know, I stress this often, you know, with the keeping your personal preference out of your votes, basically, you know, like some people say they don't like automatic stunts. Me for example too, I'm not a big fan of automatic stunts. I almost always vote for them though, because I just know how hard it is to build it and line it all up like that, you know. Even though they have no real replay value for me, I'd rather always play stuff where I steer on my own. That's what I personally enjoy. But what I personally enjoy is just completely subjective and shouldn't be part of the votes in my opinion. And I try to be as objective as possible, like considering all the factors I consider when I vote, but my personal preference is not one of the factors. I completely keep that out of my votes. And maybe like an analogy that I've thought about, because some people don't really understand why or like what's up with that basically. Like imagine if you have two cooks that are supposed to cook something and a jury is going to rate them later on who prepared the better meal. Now, cook one just takes a deep freeze pizza and puts it in the oven, and cook two makes like the most eloquent, difficult meal with so many ingredients and like perfectly fine-tuned and everything. And then the jury, there's like 5 people and 4 of them, and the second cook, he makes like this beautiful Italian dish or whatever, you know? And then 4 people in the jury just say, okay, but I prefer pizza, I like pizza better, so they're gonna vote for the guy that made the deep freeze pizza, you know? That's a bit like how unfair it is to bring your personal opinion in it, you know? I don't know if that made any sense for you.
Well, that's so me.
Because you're actually supposed to vote on who of the 2 guys prepared like the better meal according to some set criteria, basically. And just because you coincidentally like pizza better, it's no reason to give the prize to the cook that just made a deep freeze pizza, you know? So.
Huh?
Let's go frog flip. No, Jackie! Oh. Head-on collision.
Buddy. Too good to be true sometimes.
And I mean, often it's also hard with the votes, considering all the factors, because sometimes you're just comparing apples and oranges, you know? Like, it's just so hard to compare a well-designed GP to a perfectly lined up automatic stunt, for example, you know? It's just, there's no real fair way of doing it, you know? Like, in the end, it always, for me, it comes down to build difficulty, and while I'm fully aware of how much attention to detail and planning and creativity goes in the most beautiful GPs, I still think that like the top perfectly lined up intricate automatic stunts are still harder to build, you know, and the build difficulty is always a factor I consider in my votes. So.
Oh my god.
So that's the 3rd time it's gonna be the 7th time I've been here so far. So outside the track. Northeast. Yes. Peace.
Fliege ich über den Checkpoint.
And wheelie!
Oh man!
That's also something, by the way, which I've also talked about this with a couple of friends since a long time already, since over 2 years, but never really tried to do it yet. Like building like a nose grind, you know? Like the car's wheeling here. But it would just be also be so hard to really get that to work consistently, even though it should be possible with the kind of stunts, I think.
Ah!
Oh look, I'm 6, let's go! Bist du jetzt auch?
I'm landing.
Oh no, I think I'm a lap ahead of Jackie.
Good. Ah. Bitte nicht. Lass mich.
Hey! Oh, perfect, man. Look how I pushed through there. Easy! 50.
Oh my god.
Oh my goodness.
Alright, nice one, Stockbroad. Igor Lima, the Gamer Pro. What's up, the Gamer Pro? It's a gamer, probably, yeah? With one M, yeah. A nose grind, how that would work. It would work by fanny flipping the car and then having it go up or down a slope, basically. Doing it on a straight should also work, but just getting that right with a custom car, it's just going to be so much hit and miss. So working with a slope should probably work. And then just having like the edges of a container sticking out of the ground, like a traditional fanny flip, basically, where you're gonna make the car front flip. But that's the setup that I would use, you know?
I only got 1 point. Wait, what?
I've had like, not often, but like I've had it a couple of times already that I kind of break out of a stunt or whatever, you know, and I just crash on the street and all of a sudden I'm in that nose grind for 2 or 3 seconds, you know. That's also where I got the idea, like, I just thought how cool would it be to intentionally build something like that, you know, that the car just nose grinds. But yeah, it's definitely gonna be, might not be something that works consistently 100% of the time, but it should work actually, man, it should work.
Is there a second place?
No, that was the only one. This was, yeah guys, this was Winners Wednesday, where we played all the winning races of April, basically all the top 4 races. So yeah, big thanks to everybody joining, all the creators, all the participants, everybody who voted on the previous events, which our voting turnout is pretty low lately, so I would really appreciate that if some of you guys go over to the forum. It just takes 1 minute or 30 seconds, just vote for your top 4 races. And yeah, big thanks to everybody in the live cheat, in the live chat, keeping it live. I appreciate it, guys. Much love. We'll check you guys on Saturday for the Hardest Stunts live stream, where we'll also have season finales. So we'll have all the winners of April going against each other and pick the winner of April. So yeah, until then, see you guys in the next stream, and I'm out. Peace.